play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, come on. 54. Let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 54.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, New York.
On first down, it's Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. The shotgun snap for Darnold. 20. Thomas has got it. Complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To the air again, Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Kill, turn up. Hands here. He's coming in motion. Hey. Go. Mike 5-4. Hey, we got to go. Stop here, D. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Double up.
This time Jackson will throw it. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what is off it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 76 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. Throwing again is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again, Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 70 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Going deep now for Herndon. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold going deep now for Herndon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
54, Mike, 54. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tight ends left. You got three there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st down, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 1st down, Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jihad Ward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Darnold completes it. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by